Thank you to EA for sponsoring this video. Hi everyone, it's Eva here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another very exciting Sims 4 speed build, because I am showing you my second build that I created for the official Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. Saying that out loud seems crazy, but yes, the Sims team have asked me to create 2 lots for the new expansion pack, which is absolutely insane. Like, it genuinely doesn't feel real. I've already shared a video where I'm showing you the other build that I created for the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies, and now this is the second one, and we'll hop into the speed build shortly. I just wanted to quickly preface this whole insane video. I'm so excited to finally be able to share that secret with all of you guys. I wouldn't be here without everybody, you know, watching my videos over the years and supporting me in my channel and my builds. So yeah, thank you to everybody who has been, you know, so supportive over the years, and thank you so much to the Sims team for this incredible opportunity. I honestly never expected to be even considered for an opportunity like this, and it seems so surreal to have builds that I created in a pack that's official, like from The Sims 4, and they're going to be in everybody's game when people buy it. It's like mind-blowing, but I am beyond stoked to have been, you know, so lucky to have this opportunity, and I'm so honored. It was such a fun time working with the Sims team and kind of peeking a glimpse into the background of how Sims packs are created and, you know, all that kind of inside information. It was so cool, because honestly The Sims has been the most consistent game throughout my entire life. Like, I started playing it as a child and started with Sims 1, went to Sims 2, Sims 3, like now Sims 4. It has been a game that has always been part of my life, and now for me to be part of the game is just a full circle moment, and I'm so excited and grateful, and I really hope you like the pack and the 2 builds that I created. There were 3 other lot builders alongside me who created builds for the new pack, so that is Johanna builds, kellyhartx and Laireen. So go and check out their content as well and give them lots of love for all their hard work. I'm so excited for everybody to get their hands on this pack, because it is genuinely one of the best packs the Sims team have ever created. I know I might sound biased because I worked on it, but it's genuinely, like, the gameplay, and for me to say gameplay is like a big deal. The gameplay options that this pack brings, especially if you have other packs as well, like the cross-pack compatibility, is insane. Like, the options for businesses are endless. You can do so many things that I think we're going to explore quite a lot of those options over the next months. I really want to create lots and lots of businesses, but of course also the build and buy is absolutely stunning. It's Scandi inspired because the world called Nordhaven is inspired by Scandinavia and Northern European countries, so in particular Oslo, Stockholm, Copenhagen, but also London, Berlin and Amsterdam. I love seeing European worlds. I love seeing historical towns with lots of old buildings, and this world actually has both. So it has an old town and a new town. Old town is where we're building today, so this is going to be an old, really beautiful manor that was converted into a museum, quite a modern museum as well. And the new town is more industrial, and that's where we built a converted factory with a modern extension, which you can see in the video I've already posted. So check that out if you are interested in seeing the other build that I created. But now actually let's hop into the speed build portion and let's have a look at the second build that I created for The Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies. So here we are building the Konst Modern art gallery in the old part of town, which is called Gammelvik. This is the more historical part of town with lots and lots of old buildings, and that's my forte, as everybody knows on my channel probably. I love creating old buildings. Like, the detail that they used to put in the architecture back then is just, you know, divine. I love recreating that in The Sims. So the building itself is a neoclassical building in terms of architecture style, and it used to be an old manor back in the days. You know, it was a really probably the fanciest place in Old Town. It is situated at like the highest point of Old Town. It kind of overlooks the whole rest of the cute little town. It's a 50 by 40, so it's the biggest lot in Old Town. Lucky me. So yeah, that was quite daunting at the beginning. We are creating this stunning old building and adding a really cool modern twist to it, because since this manor is now a museum, it has kind of been converted into a more contemporary space, and we've added this really stunning glass fronted concrete extension to kind of juxtapose the two styles and unite them as one. And you'll see when we get to the interior as well, the interiors are super minimal, lots of concrete, like very modern. I can't wait for you to see that, the interior. It's like, I'm really proud of it. Also to note that this is not the final software. I recorded all of this footage when we were building these lots for the first time many moons ago. And it's definitely not final software. So please bear that in mind, and that is also why my name is floating around the screen. And another reminder that if you are hoping to purchase this pack, which I'm really hopeful many of you will, then please consider using my creator code EvaRotke at checkout, because that really supports me and the channel, and especially with this pack, it would really mean the world to have you guys support me, since I've basically been a part of this pack. So yeah, that would really mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you to everybody who is and has been using my code. So let's start with the more traditional part of the building. So it's this really elegant old manor, like I said. There's so many gorgeous new items and wallpapers for creating older buildings. I'm absolutely stunned by them. Like, I genuinely think this pack brings the best options for old buildings. So the wallpaper is new. Like I said, it's like this really elegant kind of stone wallpaper. All the doors and windows are new. They are absolutely stunning. There's new dormers that we're using on the roof, as well as the new roof colour, new roof trim, etc. There's this absolutely stunning trim. There are decorative mouldings to put on the facade, and like all of those little details really give you the power to create really realistic and authentic looking old buildings in The Sims 4. So I'm really here for all of those features. More of those, please, Sims team. Just creating that part, the kind of the old part of the building, was so easy with all of those little details. I love the old-fashioned wall light that they put in this pack. I wanted to use it everywhere, really. Like, this is going to be my new staple everywhere for exterior lighting on old buildings. Now with this video, how many times am I going to say old building? And those wall lights have like the most gorgeous swatches, the usual kind of metal swatches. I love the warmer metal swatches as well. I love kind of bronzy colours, brassy colours. And then they're bringing these patinated swatches as well. So it's like this copper patina that has like a verdigris finish. Like, it's so authentic. It's similar to the Castle Estate kit, where they created these kind of dirtier or grimier looking swatches to like wallpapers and windows and all those things, and that really adds to the authentic character of an old building, because old buildings are old, so they wouldn't look perfectly new. So that kind of attention to detail from the Sims team is super exciting and thrilling. And then the cube, this modern cube extension to the old building, is also very exciting. There's a new 3-tile window that comes in this new pack. It's floor to ceiling glass and it's absolutely stunning, and 3-tile windows. I don't think we have many 3-tile windows, and I really wanted to use those for this cube, but they only came at the highest, like the tallest wall height originally, and I was kind of begging for them to be also released in medium wall height, because I had built the manor in medium wall height throughout. So the Sims team have also made those windows usable for medium height windows, which is so exciting. And I'm replacing those later on. For now, I'm placing, base game double windows, but later on you'll see the new 3-tile windows. Oh my god, I need to take a breath. And then one thing I need to note is that when I am building all of this, you might see that I'm using a lot of base game kind of placeholder items. That's because we knew, which build and buy items would be in this pack, but not all of them were immediately available when we first did our initial draft. So we placed down some kind of placeholders. So for example, the pergola at the back of the garden, and like a few items on the interior, like the toilets and some doors, I changed out later on. So if you keep watching, you'll see how everything kind of evolves, which is super exciting. But yeah, talking about the garden, so this manor is surrounded by the most beautiful natural garden. The kind of typical garden in Northern European kind of Scandi areas don't tend to be super manicured. So I kind of wanted to portray a more wild growing garden, still kind of maintained, but not, super fancy or manicured. Lots of wildflowers. I wanted to create little nooks throughout the garden for your Sims to have something to do, really. So we've got a few benches dotted throughout the garden. We have a easel for painting in one of the corners. Like, just imagine the landscape paintings that your Sims will paint of the beautiful old town, all those cute colourful houses. And then I also created a little pergola moment. Like I said, there is a beautiful new pergola coming with the new pack, and some tables and chairs dotted around. The chairs are new, they're super European, they're so pretty, and I want them in real life. And those little table lamps, like it's giving kind of, sitting outside vibes, which is quite European. I mean, maybe not in Northern Europe as much because it's rather cold here, but we do sit outside on the 3 days that we do get sun in the UK. So yeah, this whole garden is really romantic, and there's lots of areas for your Sims to meander. The interiors are so beautiful. I'm really proud of them. The Sims team gave me this brief for it to be really kind of minimal and neutral. I did mention in my first video already that the neutral colorways was kind of a theme for this pack. They really brought out lots and lots of neutral swatches for everything, and lots of concrete, lots of timber, like really raw materials. They added so many good objects that you can use in a museum or in your own home. Like, there's beautiful new pedestals, which I'm so excited for you to see, and these gorgeous planters with benches. Later on in the video tour, you'll see the benches. They slot right up against the planters, which is so cool. Like, it's very museum-esque, but also like you could do that in a cafe build, let's say, or just any kind of community lot. And I went for this really washed out concrete look throughout the entire building. So we've got concrete floors and concrete walls. The concrete flooring that I'm using is new, so that's coming with the new pack. And everything else is, super minimal, like I said, very sleek and just earthy at the same time. So what I really wanted to bank on with this build was the combination of timber with the concrete, because concrete can be really cold. It's a cold material and it's quite grey, and I wanted to warm it up with a lot of timber. And I think the timber really brings a beautiful warm contrast to the build. And then we've got these new staircases as well. So they're floating staircases. They're really cool. They look just super architectural, and I created a mezzanine as well. So when you come upstairs, there's a beautiful open plan floor and the mezzanine in the middle where you can see down into the kind of entrance hall area. And this old-fashioned chandelier that I'm obsessed with, I'm using here as is kind of a nod to the old glamour and elegance that this building once used to have and still has on the outside. Like I mentioned already, this pack has the most beautiful plinths ever. Like, I am obsessed with them. They are concrete but also timber, so there's various different swatches. I'm really excited for those, and if you're wondering why I'm not putting any objects on, I'm doing that in a later stage. So I place down the sculptures and objects later on in the process. And we've also got these new wall lights that I'm using throughout the entire build to illuminate the art pieces and the sculptures and everything. I really love those wall lights, like the colors, the style of them. I'm very excited for those wall lights. And something that I thought would be a cute little realistic touch were the signposts that I used throughout the building. So there's these base game sticker signposts, and they've got so many different swatches, like arrows, symbols, or whatever you need. So I'm signposting the Sims throughout the entire build so they know where to go and where to find the loot clues basically, where to follow the arrows to continue the exhibition. In the extension, the layouts change quite a bit, but the cool thing about the extension is we're using a new system for classes and kind of mentoring and teaching in the extension. So with this pack, there's a new item, which is the kind of class whiteboard, and you can teach Sims basically any skills. It's such a cool system. So here we have woodworking tables and painting easels, and obviously the new pottery items, because pottery is a new skill in this pack. But your Sims can basically teach so many different skills to other Sims, and that's kind of a way of making money as well. So that is part of a business idea. Like I said, the layout shuffles a lot. We had like different skills on different floors, and we had all on one floor at some point, and it changes around. And yeah, talking about the pottery skill is so cool. I'm very excited to have this skill in the game now. It comes with these kind of pottery tables, and then you have to kind of glaze and fire your pottery in a kiln. So there's 2 new objects that you need basically for that skill, and you can create like sculptures, but also some functional items. But I am obsessed with the sculptures and like vases that you can make now with that pottery skill. Forgot to say also, I didn't have the whiteboard in the game at the beginning when I was building this, so I put a placeholder down, which is like a base game kind of something. That's not the whiteboard, obviously. So you'll see the whiteboard later on. And as I mentioned already, the toilets are placeholders because we get really beautiful toilet stalls that are like timber, super contemporary. They're stunning stalls. So you'll see me place those. But yeah, first I put some placeholders just to let the Sims to know that this is where I plan to put the toilets. Actually, something I didn't mention in my video about the first lot that I did, which I completely forgot for some reason, was to mention the constraint of building without cheats. Oh boy, you can't use any move objects. I did figure out later on that we were allowed quarter tile placement, which is why I then changed a few windows around to kind of align better, because I was completely oblivious that that was actually okay for us to use. So yeah, no build cheats, no move objects. Move objects is literally such a classic for me. I don't remember ever having move objects turned off in my entire life. No alt placement either. Nothing can be on an angle other than in 45-degree rotations. So the landscaping I find so difficult without any build cheats. But thankfully, I was quite surprised how well, smaller items like the flowers and grassier bits can slot into positions that I didn't think would be possible without move objects. I can't believe I actually managed to do a 50 by 40 lot. But yeah, I'm really excited with how this turned out, and I really hope you like it as well. I have to say, it was quite the pressure for as a builder, you want to create your best build if it's for a pack. I wasn't sure whether, my builds were interesting enough or good enough, and you go through this mental battle of, should I have done more? Should I have done things differently? What else could I have done? Now that, some time has passed and I see them again in the game, I am really happy with how they turned out. I think both builds are very me, despite, being very restricted in terms of packs or cheats, etc. I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that's me written all over it, really. So yeah, that makes me so excited for these 2 builds. I really hope that everybody watching and buying the pack and playing with the pack will love the 2 builds as much as I do. I would love to hear everybody's thoughts on the pack, the gameplay, the builds, the whole thing, really. I want to know it all. I can't believe that people will actually have my builds in the game when buying this pack. I find it so mental and so surreal. But yeah, I'm afraid that we are getting towards the end of the video. I'm so grateful and so happy to have been part of this process and this opportunity. I'm absolutely blown away and so excited that I can finally share this secret and my builds with you all. And yeah, I really hope you have fun playing the game and you have fun exploring all the business types and everything. You could turn this art gallery into your small business if you you want. And I will definitely do a lot more builds using the new pack and using the new businesses system. So keep an eye out for some more videos on my channel. And if you are considering buying the pack, then yeah, it would mean the world if you could consider using my creator code yohannasims to support me. Leave me some lovely, lovely comments, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!